All right, so far we've actually created both custom styles and we've altered HTML tags. You're just not aware of it. When we changed the background color using page properties, we actually created a style that says the background color for the body needs to be black. Well, I want to show you how to do that explicitly so you know ahead of time what you're building and how you're designing it. Okay, so if we look at this text, we do have it set to a style, which is content header. But the format of this is a paragraph. Well, we actually can take advantage of some easy formatting tricks that are available in standard HTML. So I'll highlight this welcome text, and I'll set the formatting to heading 1. As you can see, it made the text larger, so the system knows kind of how to deal with that. Well, if we look at the code, okay, here's the code for this. It's very, very clean. Okay, H1, that's it. It's done. It's easy, where the other piece of code had all of this involved. Had a P tag, a class tag, this, and then the rest of the P. Here we just have an H1, H1. How can we redefine this? Well, let's take a look at this. What we'll do is open up our style sheet. And you see the period right here in front of that style's name. That period tells the system that it's a custom style. We created that. This doesn't really exist in any kind of standards. I have it, but you may not. However, if I rename this to just H1, okay, and I'll save this and close, you can see that this automatically got reformatted. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take this where it says this is, and we'll set that to H1. And you can see it got completely formatted. So we'll say no style. Now if we look at the code, here's what's great about it. It's still that simple code. There's no extra code. Okay, even this we got replaced down to just the H1 tag. Really simplifies the design process. So now that we created an H1 tag, let's go in and create one for the P tag. So I'll double click to open the code, and I'll show you how to type one in by hand. Okay, P is a paragraph tag for HTML. All right, we'll add a squiggly, which is the shift bracket, gives you that little squiggly line. And let's go ahead and add this in here. So we'll say color, and this is great because it pulls up a little color picker. Now, after you complete one line, put in a semicolon. Okay, just makes things so it tells the system that it ends the line. And I always hit enter. You can keep going forward. I just find it's easier to read. Font family. Okay, it's going to be Arial. And what's great, you're on your screen, it probably looks like I'm just flying through this text. What's great is as soon as it highlights what you want, hit enter, and it will take it. So we'll say font weight. See how the W is pressed, so I hit enter. It types it in. We're going to say normal. All right, font size. Okay, and I'm going to choose 18 just so you kind of get the idea of what this works, how this works, and I'll show you how to edit that later. And also on this text decoration, I'm going to say none. Okay, and to close this out, I'm going to use another curly bracket to close that out. All right, we'll hit save, close this file, come in here, and I'm going to change this welcome text and set that to paragraph. By doing that, it has automatically adopted all of my settings based off of this information right here. Now, what's great is I don't even have to go back to this style sheet to make changes. I can actually make changes right here on this page while I'm working. So I can change this from 18 to 12 pixels, and there you go. Just like that. As you can see up here, it put a little asterisk, which means that this does need to be saved. So once it's saved, that asterisk is gone, saying that the file has not been saved yet. But we now made very quick changes. So let's get rid of this body tag. As you see up here, and if I go to the code, all the way to the top, there's a body tag. Okay, Well, I'll get rid of that. We'll select it once and hit the trash can. That throws it away. And now if you look at my page, it's white again. No problem. We'll add another style to our style sheet. That way we can control the background page independently of everything else. So what we'll do is hit this new icon. So now you know a couple of different ways of getting code in there. You can paste it in, type it in. You can hit this new and say, all right, what do you want to create? A class is a custom style. A tag, that's what we want to create. We want to actually modify a tag, and the tag we're going to modify is body. Okay, and we'll choose background. Background color will be black. Hit OK, and there it is. Our site has now adopted that black color again, and everything is tightened back up. Now we have one more little piece here, which is the body table and tag. So we don't need that, so we can hit trash on that. Now our text is still here. Okay, it's just you can't see it, right? Because it doesn't have any kind of formatting to it. So I'll highlight all of that, and we'll just for now give it the paragraph formatting. There it is. Okay, we're going to actually go back and make a new menu style because we're going to do pseudo classes, but we're going to wait till we have, some links set up for that. All right. And finally, what we're going to do is do a little bit of style sheeting down here for the footer. What I want is some text to be lined up over here on this side, and I also want some text that is justified on this side or aligned to this side. So that normally can't be done. You can only align it one side or the other. I don't want to create another table just for that. So I'm going to use a little cascading trick called a float to move things over.